What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Caribbean, and this is part 3 of my Croatian experience. If you haven't already watched part 1 and 2, please be sure to do so. The links are in the description box below and also at the end of this video. I'm happy to be able to share with you some of my 10-day sailing trip in Croatia. My coworkers and I, along with our captain Eddie, are making our way from Marina Agana to Dubrovnik aboard a Sunsail 454 sailing catamaran. So far, it's been a very unique experience and one that I will never forget. So let's get to it. Our next stop is Stari Grad, which is on the northern side of the island of Hvar and the oldest town in Croatia. It's a quiet, laid-back town, but with so much to offer. It's a beautiful place to visit and explore. The afternoon we arrived, we took a taxi to Jelsa, and since it was a rainy, cold afternoon, we decided to just do some shopping, take some photos, and do a little wine tasting at Vina Tomic. After getting a tour of the winery, we finally got to taste the delicious wine they've been talking about so much, and after that, we took a taxi back to Stari Grad and went for a walk around the town. Our captain mentioned a music store in town, and so of course I needed to check it out. We found it. Music Room Pais is the name of it, and I can see why he wouldn't stop raving about it. It's such a cool, unique store. Check it out. Okay, so after a few days out on the water, we really needed to get some laundry done. And since our boat doesn't have a washer and dryer, I needed to go search for a laundromat. And guess what? I found one. Right by our dock, there's a place called Bubbles. And the guy that runs it, he even came to our boat to collect the dirty laundry. And if that's not VIP service, I don't know what is. Anyways, he took care of our laundry while we went out and explored the town some more. And later that night, we went out to M&M Cafe and Bar. But I do have to admit, that was by mistake because honestly, my coworker Karen, she was just looking for some chocolate. And when we saw M&M on the map, well, you get it. Anyways, it turned out to be a pretty chill place. That night was fun. I didn't get much video, but I can tell you that Stari Grad is a place you must visit if you're ever in Croatia. Unfortunately, we had to leave the next morning, and I feel like there was so much more to see there, but now it's on to the next stop. Our next stop is Korcula, but first we stopped for the night somewhere near Palmijana. Karen and Gilda wanted to walk around the ACI marina, and since the weather had finally cleared up, the rest of us anchored the boat, and it was finally time for me to take the dinghy out for a spin. official dinghy captain reporting from the middle of the ocean somewhere in Croatia. I have no idea where I'm at, but it is super fun. Yeah! Later that night, yours truly hosted karaoke night. And as the DJ, I was not supposed to sing, but that definitely didn't last long because, well, you can see what happened here. The next morning, we're on the move again. Now we really are on our way to Korcula. I really didn't know what to expect, so I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised at the beauty of this place. There's so much to see. A lot like many of the other places we've been to, there's tons of history, old buildings, lots of boutiques, plenty of restaurants, and the people are very welcoming. After walking around for hours, we decided it was time to have some good food, so we picked the pizzeria simply because the waiters were standing out in the alley, and when we walked by, they got our attention. They told us about their great food and wine, so why not, right? The pizzeria is called Amphora, and it was outstanding. We ordered pizza, pasta, and wine, and it was all so delicious. I highly recommend this place. Our waiter Tony was super nice. He took his time to talk to us and teach us a little local history, which we really appreciated. The next morning, we made a stop at Badija so that we could visit the monastery. I was so happy because it was the perfect weather for paddleboarding, and you all know how much I love to paddleboard. So after spending a few minutes in the water, I made my way over to the monastery on my paddleboard while Karen took the dinghy over. To see more of this place, you'll have to check back for part 4 of my Croatian experience, which should be up soon. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, stay blessed.